The world had changed. Not just the sky, perpetually shrouded in icy clouds, but the very nature of existence. Icebound forests stretched endlessly, each tree coated in crystalline frost, sparkling faintly in the pale light of the dying sun. The air was brittle and thin, a harsh whisper against the skin of those brave enough to walk beneath the snow-laden boughs. Lyra's breath came in ragged bursts, visible puffs against the freezing air as she clutched her small bundle tighter to her chest. The child was fragile, a faint warmth radiating from the swaddled form beneath the thick blanket. Her eyes, half closed, flickered in the dimness like stars refusing to fade. Around them, the snow fell softly, muffling all sound except the faint crackle of ice beneath Lyra's boots. They had been running for days, escaping the ravaged city they once called home. The war had come swiftly, tearing apart the last remnants of civilization on their planet Virelia. The Dominion forces, cold and merciless, hunted down those who resisted. Lyra's people were few, scattered, their hope dwindling like embers in a dying fire. She sang softly, the melody fragile yet resolute, a lullaby passed down through generations. It was a song of hope, of protection, of love, the final lullaby she could give her child before the darkness consumed them. Sleep now, my little star. The cold winds may blow, but you're never far. Underneath the silver sky, I'll keep you safe, my lullaby. Her voice was a fragile thread against the vast silence, weaving a fragile shield around the child. Her hands trembled slightly as she brushed a stray lock of hair from the infant's face. The warmth was fading from the child's skin, and Lyra knew the truth her heart refused to speak aloud. They might not survive the night. Then, through the hush of the falling snow, she heard it. Footsteps. Slow, cautious. Not the heavy stomp of Dominion soldiers, nor the wild, erratic shuffle of scavengers. These footsteps were deliberate, careful, measured. Lyra's heart jolted. Could it be a human? Humans were rare here, visitors from a distant star system. Few dared to venture so far into the frozen wastelands of Virelia, and even fewer had been known to show kindness to the native Virelians. Many humans saw her people as relics, obstacles, or worse, prey. But Lyra had no choice. She cradled her child, hiding behind a frost-covered tree. The footsteps came closer, crunching softly on the packed snow. Her breath caught in her throat. A figure emerged through the swirling flakes, tall and cloaked in a thick insulated suit, face obscured by a helmet lined with fur. The human paused, scanning the area with keen, searching eyes. Lyra's voice was barely a whisper as she spoke. "Please, help." The human's gaze softened when he saw the tiny form in her arms. Slowly, he knelt down, extending a gloved hand. "I'm here," he said gently. "You're safe now." The human's name was Kale, an explorer and medic from Earth, part of a small expedition seeking signs of life on distant planets. Virelia's icy deserts had been deemed barren, but Kale's discovery of Lyra and her child shattered that assumption. Inside his mobile habitat, warmth flooded the small room as Lyra wrapped the child in soft, heated blankets. The hum of advanced technology surrounded them, machines monitoring vital signs, glowing softly in the dim light. Kale worked with steady hands, administering a serum he had brought, a blend of human medical science and experimental alien biotics. "This will help stabilize her," he explained. Lyra nodded, exhaustion etched deep in her features. "Her name is Ira," she whispered. "She's my hope." Kale smiled faintly. "Then she will survive." Days passed. Ira's strength grew, her feeble cries turning to weak coos. Lyra felt an unfamiliar warmth in her heart, a cautious hope blooming amidst the cold desolation. Kale shared stories of Earth, of stars beyond Virelia's frozen skies. He told of humans' mistakes and their desire to make amends. Slowly, trust blossomed between the alien mother and the human stranger. But the Dominion was relentless. Their patrols scoured the wastelands, hunting down survivors. One night, alarms echoed through Kale's habitat, a warning of approaching enemy forces. "We must leave," Kale urged, urgency in his voice. "They'll kill you both if they find you." Lyra wrapped Ira tightly, determination hardening her gaze. "I will not lose her again." Together they fled into the snowstorm, the world outside a blur of white and shadow. Kale led the way with precision, navigating treacherous ice fields and hidden caves. They found refuge in an ancient cavern, its walls glowing faintly with bioluminescent fungi. Here Lyra sang again, a new lullaby, one of survival and unity. "Through ice and shadow, through dark and fear, we stand together, hope draws near." A human's step, a mother's song. "In this cold world, we both belong." The song echoed softly, blending with the cavern's natural hum. Days turned into weeks. The unlikely trio survived on shared strength and compassion. Lyra learned human technology. Kale absorbed Virelian culture. Together, they forged a fragile alliance, defying the Dominion's cruel dominion. One morning, the storm cleared to reveal a sky streaked with shimmering lights, the arrival of a human rescue fleet. Kale contacted them, calling for evacuation. But Lyra hesitated. This was her world, scarred and cold, yet it held her ancestors' spirits. She could not abandon it. "I must stay," she said, holding Ira close. Kale understood. "Then we fight," he vowed. The final battle was fierce. Dominion forces poured into the cavern, met by Lyra, Kale, and a handful of brave survivors. Technology clashed with raw willpower, the icy ground stained with the scars of war. At the heart of the conflict, Lyra's lullabies became a battle cry, rallying the weary to stand firm. Ira's weak cries grew stronger, a symbol of new life and hope. When the dust settled, the Dominion retreated. The survivors were free, scarred but unbroken. Lyra looked at Kale, a silent promise passing between them. They would rebuild together. Years later, the story of a Virelian mother and a human savior became legend, a testament to the power of hope, love, and the unexpected footsteps that changed everything forever.